Bonjour mes amis, you are watching Cooking with Pierre, je m'appelle Pierre, and this show is about different food recipes in Project Zomboid. From now on we'll be making a show in version R, so you'll see a small change in how everything looks a bit. So today let us talk about one of the basic foods you can make in Project Zomboid. Soups are common. Today, when we want to make ourselves a soup, we go to a supermarket, we buy ourselves a can, open it up and then cook it up. We have our soup. And of course, we can also do that in Project Zomboid. The ingredients are very simple. You need 1 can of soup, you will need also a can opener and a cooking pot. And from this you'll have an uncooked pot of soup. You can see the statistics here. It is an okay meal. Not wonderful, but sufficient. Now, let us cook this up and we'll be able to see how much we can get from this simple pot of soup. Just keeping an eye here so that the soup doesn't get burnt. And you do not have to make your soup in an oven. Here I'm using a microwave. So as long as you have something like a microwave or oven to use, you're perfectly fine. So this is your typical cooked pot of soup, and this can be obtained by using the can of soup, as long as you have a can opener. So let's eat this. It's minus 80 hunger, minus 30 boredom, minus 25 happiness. It's mildly good. Now the second, well, let's call it a different method of making yourself soup. This soup is fine. It's filling, it kills boredom, it kills unhappiness. But what if we do not have a can of soup? Or what if we have a lot of different ingredients which are about to go bad, but you have to do something with them? Here's a solution. Let us say I'll take this chicken. Let's say I know that I took this chicken at the start of the game, so I have to do something with it. We take the pot, we take the chicken. One important thing. This is clearly something I forgot to mention. In order to make this alternative soup, you'll also need to fill up the pot with water. So now the pot is filled with water and we can make ourselves a soup. But, and here's an important thing. Let me take this, turn on the lights. Let's see what type of soup we'll get from a single ingredient. There we go. It is an uncooked, boring soup. We can already see one thing though. Let's cook it up and compare it to our previous soup, the one which we made from a can. There we go. Let's wait a bit. It's like an ordinary soup, so it should be prepared any moment now. It is a bit more filling. It kills as much boredom and as much unhappiness, if I remember correctly. So from a single piece of chicken you can make yourself an excellent soup, but this is a boring soup. Let's eat this. And now let us make, depending on how many ingredients you add to the soup, that is how good a soup you'll get. So now let us fill up the pot again. Did I leave it? I think I left it in the microwave. Silly me. I don't know how I could fit a huge pot into a microwave, but let's not question the logic here. Okay. We fill it up with water. And now we shall grab as many ingredients as we can. So let's grab a uncooked steak, egg, peas. Do we want butter? I don't know if we want butter. We could add more egg technically. Okay, so now you can add all manner of different ingredients into your soup. However, there is a certain order of things that you must follow. First of all, you need a primary food source, which is usually some type of meat. It could be steak, salmon, or chicken. So the first food you always add to your soup has to be some type of meat. That's the best you can do. I believe you could add certain types of vegetables, but I cannot be certain now. However, oh wait, we can just check. Yeah, you can also put vegetables, but for example, if I put butter in, it's not possible. So you have to put a certain type of food. Now, let's put in the eggs, let's put in the peas. Oh. I'm really sorry everybody, but it seems there is a bug causing a constant crash when I'm trying to make the most complicated soup. So we will just focus on the slightly more advanced soup. The best type of soup is when you use 3 ingredients. We'll use only 2. So here we have our 2 ingredients, and previously we made the boring soup out of 1 ingredient, 1 piece of chicken. So now what will you have out of 2 ingredients? Uncooked simple soup. But take notice, an uncooked simple soup out of 2 ingredients is already as filling as a cooked soup out of 1 ingredient. So let us see what happens when we cook it. We turn on the microwave, we stick in the pot, we wait a couple seconds, and we can guess already that this is going to be an almost absolutely filling soup, and in terms of boredom and unhappiness it will be also most filling. So as you can see here, a cooked simple soup, 2 ingredients. We have minus 168 hunger, minus 30 boredom, and minus 20 unhappiness. Thanks to this, we will have a meal for an entire day, which will also eliminate most boredom that you can gather while sitting inside, and just in case you need it, also make you a bit more happy. Now, there is one more thing you can do. I'll see if I have the necessary ingredients to make the last, let's call it presentation. This is what I get for not preparing everything ahead of time. Now let's go to the storage. Nope. Now what is the last thing that I want to show you? It is a way of conserving your food without wasting an entire pot if you do not wish to eat it at once. Now this is the warehouse. There should be a light here. Voila. Now let us find one more bowl, and we'll be able to continue from here. No. Plenty of cups, but we cannot use cups, unfortunately. This is saddening. Where did all the bowls go? Usually there's too many bowls. This time there's not a single bowl. How strange. Seems I'll not be able to show you these, but believe my word, if you have a ready pot of soup and you have 4 bowls, 4 empty bowls, you can combine the 2, and what this will do, it will change the pot of soup into 4 individual pots of soup, bowls of soup. So it's a way of conserving your food in case you do not wish to eat everything at the same time. However, this is a big however, at this point in time there is a small bug which causes the pot itself to disappear. So you'll have 4 bowls of soup, but the pot in which you made the soup will disappear. So only use it if you have too many pots, otherwise you'll use your only pot. So here you learned a bit about the making your own soups. In the future you'll be able to make it, find a can and make yourself a soup, or you can as well use different ingredients you found in order to make your own meal. Anyway, this was all from me for today. Stay tuned until the next show when you'll learn more recipes from Project Zomboid. Au revoir.